Welcome back to their Marvel Snap deck highlight. I always like to start these new card highlight videos by answering the question a lot of people want answered directly, and that is, Jeff, should I invest my valuable collector tokens in the latest release, in this case Iron Lad? And I think my current piece of advice as far as Iron Lad is concerned is I'd hold off if you're someone that isn't getting every single card release. Let's talk about why. While Iron Lad definitely feels like it is a playable card, you've got a 6 power stat line and a 4 energy package, which is relatively on rate. Its on reveal is not just a free bonus on top of this okay stat line. The big thing to be aware of with Iron Lad is to gain proper advantage of what this card is bringing to the table. You need to be stocking your deck full of powerful, proactive plays. In this case, for the deck that we're playing today, we have Dr. Doom, which lets him add 10 power of Doombots. We have Brood, which lets him generate 12 extra power of Broodlings, and we have Mr. Sinister, which lets him generate an extra 6 power. All of these things are good proactive plays that let Iron Lad put lots of stats into play. However, Iron Lad is pretty awkward with the powerful reactive cards that we see in a lot of Marvel Snap decks. You'll note that I'm not playing Shang-Chi in here, I'm not playing Enchantress, some of the more powerful cards that Marvel Snap lets you bring to the table. Iron Lad not only has not great synergy with those cards, but it even goes one step further in letting your opponent know that you've drawn that card, letting them know that they should play around it or should be leaving the game if they can't play around it. Today's deck, I think, does a good job of lining up proactive synergies, those cards that allow Iron Lad to add more power. We've got Patriot to boost the things that are being creative even further. We've even got a dash of Silver Surfer in here as well, since we happen to be playing a lot of 3-drops alongside Brood. I hope you enjoyed the games that I have for you today, and they do an excellent job of showcasing that Iron Lad is a fun and potentially reasonable card, but it definitely doesn't feel like the broken thing that I've heard a lot of other people touting it to be. I'll let you judge for yourself. Enjoy. I don't want to debris into the Bucky Barnes pack, so it could be a Carnage deck. Nailed it. Will High Evolutionary work if it like flips out of X-Mansion? No. I would assume it's just going to be like, what's his name works? Thanos, or like if Thanos flipped out, he wouldn't add Infinity Stones to your deck after the fact. He's a start of the game trigger, essentially. So he happens at the start of the game, changes your cards, and then that's it. That's all he does. Ooh, that's a good one. And these Broodlings still cost 3, right? So I get to go this here, and then we get to Surfer, pump up the jams a little bit. I'm into it. What a fucking game. I'm gonna snap them because we're a Dr. Doom deck, but just like, wow. What a game. It's my beard routine. I put shampoo in it when I'm in the shower.
Wind aid my hand.
And that is it. Do I use a special shampoo? Nope. It's the shampoo that I would normally use on my head. Easily the best draw on our deck here. So they could Cerebro, which would add 8 here. But if they Cerebro here, they're only going to 5 and then maybe 4 more here. And Dr. Doom is adding 7. So we should be good to go. I think I couldn't get into the center. Bop dippy dop, my doom bots. Really love these doom bots. Whipping up some doom. Yay. One of my anecdotal observations is something that's interesting that happens with Snap that didn't happen in a lot of other card games, both because of how they release cards and because of how decks are built, is that because Marvel Snap only releases 1 card at a time, and there's no resource system in this game to kind of limit you on which cards could go in which decks, so many of the day 1 Marvel Snap decks that get posted are people just like cutting the worst card in any given deck list for the new card and being like, oh my god, look at the new card, it's crazy. And it's like, well, yeah, of course the deck that you're playing, like, performed well. It was, like, the best deck before this card release, so, like, if you cut the worst card, you're still 11 cards of the previous best deck. It is a great variant and split on him, yeah. A lot of fun. Hey, Wootsy, thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Third of a year, math and stuff. Okay. That was a fine lad hit. Lad did a thing. We get the breaker still? Yeah. Victory. Green versus gold key. You know, I don't think I've ever had a gold kiwi. I didn't know that was a thing until you just said it. Is a cake shake a fruit? Sometimes they have lemon cake shakes, Beetle. Does that count? A few decent hits here for the Iron Shed. It's not bad. Fill her up. Some gas in the tank. Money in the bank. If there were juice, I don't really do a lot of juice. I don't really drink juice or soda.
I am Iron Man. All systems go.
It's a rough one. What do you think of this? Order? I did brood first. Oh, I need to brood before debris. The debris under a Cosmo. You're right. I could technically do this, but the debris under a Cosmo. And then we're beating this in the middle, right? Yeah. I think they had to play left because we had them locked in there. And they just had to hook to in the middle otherwise. Why not Surfer left? Because I'm bad. Good call. Surfer left is just more stats, right? Would have shrunk their lizard too. Dangers of talking. Captain America and Punisher are good callouts for cards that can use better numbers. I think you could even make Punisher like a 2-1. Let Punisher compete for the good playable 2-drop slot. That I want to... I want to play debris here. They say they can adjust energy cost via OTA or just power. They can adjust any numbers on the card. So power, power, energy cost, or numbers in the text box. Not a huge surfer, but like still plenty of stats here, right? Be +8, so 10 power on our 5th turn, and then Dr. Doom into the Wong will also pump some stuff up. More importantly, this surfer is going to grab us priority going into the last turn, so we can get our double Doom bots off without having to worry about something like a Cosmo rearing his head. This will be 14 power on the left and 12 power on the right with the sewer system. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back tomorrow for another deck highlight.